Da 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 dum. Ba 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 bum. Hello and welcome everybody. It's Monday again, who would have thought? And we're back with Norgesligaen Div 4. My name is Invi and I will be your caster for the evening as usual. One thing for next week. Next week there is no Norgesligaen because it's a holiday, or it seems like it. I'm not quite sure if I might mistaken to be second. Was it next week or the week after? Let me check. There we have it. No, next week. Påskeferie. So next week there won't be a day of games. But the week after that, if I'm not mistaken, no, we have 2 weeks off. 13th of April will be our fifth game day. So 2 weeks without Norgesligaen, unfortunately. But maybe we'll have something else. Nonetheless, let's hop over to the leaderboard, because that's what you have been waiting for. As you can see, the Troublemakers 3 are still in the lead with 185 points. Then we have 137 with Gohok, 135 for the Troublemakers 2. So Troublemakers are in the lead at the moment with two teams. Then we have X3600 with 122 points. Team Connected Malman with 114. The Tactical Stocks with 108 points. As for the Players for Los Polos Hermanos, that's the same as well. Then we have 106 points for One Foot in the Grave. And on 9th place, unfortunately, just barely dodging the 100-point range with 1 point, Acid with 99. Ishav's Carillion OGs with 91 points on rank 10. Then we have 90 points for Bajon Rangat. 86 points for the North Navigators, 65 points for Summer Game Smashing, 49 for the Valhalla Berserkers, and 34 points for the Grumpy Old Bastards 4. And I made a mistake, it seems, because we don't have the observer icons. I'm going to fix this. But that means we'll have to drop out of the map after the plane started. Otherwise, we won't be back in time. Nonetheless, we still have a bit of time before that happens. And that means we can check out the map. So let's hop over and jump into match number 1. As you can see, we're on Miramar. Who would have thought? Because it's Miramar Monday or something like that. Now, obviously, we are starting with Miramar, then Rondo Tego, and in the end, 2 times Erangel. As you can see, our playing path is quite horizontal, I would say. We are starting in H on the right side and go to the left side. A bit more to the north-ish side of the map, but just a tad, to be honest. So it's not really that much north-ish, but from the starting point of the flight path on, we're going up a bit. At least if you count north is up and south is down. Nonetheless, this means a good chunk of places on the map is reachable for the teams. Not everything, but at least a bit. We'll hop into the plane with the players now. And after they have landed, or once they are commencing with the land, we will disconnect shortly and come back, so we will have the updated player icons. Hopefully we can do that while the game is running, so hopefully we don't have a hot drop. Otherwise, we'll see if we can catch that fight first, and after that we'll kind of disconnect and reconnect again, so we have the player icons. As you can see, so far it's not looking like we have any real contest there. There might be a bit between Acid over here and the Troublemakers. So we'll see if that happens or not. We'll see if they all jump Hacienda or one of the teams will go a bit further in the direction of water treatment, as it seems. So far, I don't see any hot drops. We might have a contest in El Pozo between the second Troublemakers team and the team from One Foot in the Grave. And over here, Sloppy Jar is unfortunately AFK. So let's see if they found a weapon. 6 times on the weapon of Silverin, but he's not really aiming at Eirik or anyone else from the Troublemakers too, which means we'll hop over and disconnect shortly before we will come back with match number 1. Bam! And we are back, at least half past back, I guess. As we can see, we are back in the game and back on the map. I have to change 1 or 2 things before we are fully back. So this should work now. We have our map icons, and this looks like we might have a fight over here, or at least some shots between Little Bigonat and the lineup from Valhalla Berserkers. Oh, they have to run. They're running. Oh, God. Yeah, that change took a bit too much. No, they're still running. They're still running. Oh, God. Oh, Little Bigonat. Ah. He or she realized too late. No, Bohaba is still running over here. Oh no, and he got knocked by Roxy. Oh, that's a chance for Little Bigonat. That's a chance. But he decides against that, or she. Which is very unfortunate. Over here, there's the next team with Newt. And, oh, he gets a knock against Ice Bear. Smokin'. In a 1 against 2 situation. Silverin tanks a headshot. Deal with a nade. Oh, that might be a good one. Oh, it's perfect. Newt prones, but still gets knocked. And that's a chance for Team Acid to proclaim the first kill over here. Unfortunately for Newt, he gets eliminated. And as you could see, Ishaf's Gorillion OGs is now left with 1 player less in the match. So, hop over here. Gonna hop over here. Gonna hop over here. Here. So we have all the minimap icons, or at least most of them. So as we could see, our map circle is, well, in a good position for the fabric over here. Good position for the Valhalla Berserkers. Not the best position, depending on where the circle shifts, but a good position nonetheless. A good entry in the circle. We're going to over here. After that, well, kind of failed road camp. Or, I mean, it didn't really fail, I guess. But, there was more in it. Let's say it that way. There was more in it. And the Valhalla Berserkers could have lost 2 of the members if there was a bit more push when it came to shove. Entered over here. Coming further close to the lineup from the Valhalla Berserkers. Well, Urban gets a knock-in against Mr. Emoji. That happened over here, over range. Mr. Emoji most likely will survive this. I guess there's no... Oh, there was still another attack in there. But not enough to get a kill in. Some retaliation from Steos. But that's, well, only on range. And Mr. Emoji gets knocked again. All we can see, there is a fight over here, which could be more promising. Chancellor, though, is left in peace. While X3600 decides to go for this little compound here, close to Misera. And Montenuevo. Chumacera is where Gohok currently is. There's Popsicle, Dreas, Carolinum, and Grunland. We might have some renames. We might have some new players joining us today. Which is always fun. At least when it comes to my leaderboards. Yeah, adapting those loads of players. Almost shots over here. Dog Trim was spotted. Bolos hermanos. Over here we can see the next shots from one foot in the grave. Gabon, Reuven, Nilsor. Dog Trim spotted as well. Nice shot there. First tag by Tigabon. Oh, tire has been destroyed. But still, he is able to get away there. Over here, we have our first airdrop of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Might be the second one. Farmers with an 8 times and level 3 gear. Over here, we see Lion Skull shooting through the sandstorm. So he at least should have seen something. Because that was aimed quite well at the rotation. Unfortunately, not long enough, because the sandstorm did have more power after a bit of time. North Navigators currently in Montenuevo, with this is being kind of the outpost. Trying to get some intel on the other teams. In this case, the Valhalla Berserkers. What's being fired from top of the hill, as we can see with the trace markers. Transrud had to heal because he was tagged there. Most likely by either the tactical stocks over there. Yeah. Most likely by Powerhole, I think. Circle shifted away from them. Good position still for the Valhalla Berserkers as well as Acid and the Grumpy Old Bastard 4. And over here we have Zombie Gaming Smashing. Let's see where they want to drop. Anyone already dropped out. Well, Janice says, alright, I'm gonna wait a bit before you tell me where we will go. And it looks like they want to go for the... No, not the top. I would have thought for the top hill, but it seems not like it. I mean, the others are going down at the feet of the top hill. Here, we are already down. Over here, we have Lieutenant Aureus. I'm not quite sure. We still have Kahneman and Janice over here in the air. So it could work with Lieutenant Aureus over here. And Mia over there. But Mia's position is in danger, though. Because Adrian is coming from behind. Might hear those footsteps. Not seeing Mia, though. Now he sees her, and the first knock. Meanwhile, Kjansrud has found Nilsor. Shots coming in from above. Janice with retaliation. Gets a knock against Adrian. And man also with some shots both on top of the hill now. Adrian has been eliminated. And that was retaliation for the zombie game is smashing. Down here we have the Ishals Guerrillian OGs, or what's left of them, because they also lost a player already. Not quite sure what Ronnie is shooting at. I mean, yes, I see the car, don't get me wrong, but there's no one close to it. So he maybe just wants to destroy cars. Who knows? We'll find out. Arik moving up the hill. Maybe trying to get the chip of Adrian. To go for the revive. Or for the farmers. That might be it as well. I kind of want to wish some shots. One skin. With the knock on Kahneman. Helping his teammate Arik there. And I think he might have taken the chip there. Let's see. I mean, good for them. They do have the blue chip recall station right over here. So that might be a wise choice. Circle shifts against all the teams which were previously in a good position. Because now it's Team Acid right over here in the center of the circle. Good position for them now. Silverin, Streamis, Thean, and Ice Bear. All fall back on their feet. Well, over here is a sandstorm is brewing. That's perfect for the Troublemakers too. Izara can go for the recall now. Without trouble. Yeah. Alright, it seemed he had to wait till the sandstorm was over before he could go for the recall, so that's something I did not know about. I have to test that. I have to test that somehow if that is the case. Over here we still have Los Polos Hermanos and One Foot in the Grave, both teams not in the circle, so they need to move and move fast. Over here, as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams now in the circle. Well, if we count Lieutenant Aureus as one team, because his teammates are not in the circle yet. That's a good position. Might get some company there by Mjansrud. But it looks like Mjansrud decides to go further. So those shots came in. Over here. Tactical stocks with some knock against Hannah Tain. A little cheese with a knock against Tinder Swindler. Hannah drops down. 8 more can go for the flush. Troublemakers 3 with another kill. That happens over here, and this is a team fight. Sergeant Killer Hat knocked as well. And X2600 in trouble. Both teams lost a player. And from above, we have the tactical stocks with some shots. I mean, they should go even further. And from the other side is Gethok with some shots. So X2600 is in trouble. They don't really know where they want to go. They can still play the rainbows, which are currently driving to. Over here, we have Los Polos Hermanos in the bus. Not the fastest car, and it shows. Silverin, not really sure where he's looking at. Jansrud gets some welcome company from his teammates. We have a recall. Adrian coming back in the match. They should be able to get some loot over here. Fortunately, he will not be able to get his gear back because it's still on the hill. And while Foot in the Grave might be able to prohibit him from getting that back. You can see some shots in the direction of Los Polos Hermanos. Circle shifted again in favor of Los Polos Hermanos and Acid. And there's an airdrop coming down for the Grumpy Old Bastards 4 with the DBS. So I'm not wondering why Matzi is not going for it. Even though I'm still wondering why Matzi is not going for it. I mean, he should have seen that the airdrop was coming down there. Over here, the Norse Navigators are moving close, and we are dropping into that fight. Shots coming in. Norse Navigators stopped. Nate's getting pulled. Oh, perfect nade against Space Shark. Another one against Axel. And the Valhalla Berserkers join in that fight as well. So the Norse Navigators in trouble now. It's a 2-force fight, or 3-force fight. Fighting on 3 fronts is not the easy way. Good thing for Matzi, there's no one coming in from behind. As we can see, X3600 is eliminated. This is spotted by Matzi. Let's read it again. Wanted to shoot into this foot. Oh, misses again. And again. Anna pushing forwards. Flash. Sees him below the car, and that's it. GG, well played. Grumpy Old Bastards for annihilating the players from the Norse Navigators. Now the Valhalla Berserkers are waiting for them. I mean, and unfortunately for the Grumpy Old Bastards, they lost a player. Shots coming in from the Troublemakers 3. Oh, geez, with a knock against Deus. Bambus pushing forwards. He's Matzi. Whoa, Matzi was almost slain by the emergency cover. Holy smokes. Going for the flush. Not really willing to wait for the second teammate. Anna, the last remaining of the lineup from the Grumpy Old Bastards 4. Nice Nate. Reload Ronnie with the knock against Bambus. Rock's still close though. Not really sure where Hannah is though. Hannah pushing over the hill. Roxy has seen her. Oh, nice shots. And it gets flashed. Drones down. But Roxy is getting pressured by the Troublemaker 3. And a little cheese gets another knock in. Most likely will be able to get the flush, and he does. With the Urban. As you can see, our circle is getting smaller and smaller. We have only one player left for Ishav's Gorillians OGs. And that's Little Bigonat. Not too great position. Because they are 1 foot in the grave, quite close. Acid, though, with a knock against Urban. Do have a vantage point over there. And is spotted and eliminated by Millikongen for the Valhalla Berserkers. Over here, we have Los Polos Hermanos with an airdrop coming in. And over here, Team Knack and Malman and the Troublemakers too. And a fight between the Tactical Stocks and the other half of Team Knack and Malman. Stefento knocked by Veggie. Little Cheese taken out Bohoba. Tactical Stocks should have no problems anymore. But the Troublemakers too might have. No, Team Knack and Malman's Ibra Kadabra is eliminated. Mommy taking the kill home. And now the last man standing, trying to push forwards, has unfortunately the Troublemakers in front of him, in the form of Eirik, as well as Gehok on the other side. And Gronlet has seen him and taken him out, and therefore Team Knack and Malman is eliminated on ring 11. We'll be still waiting for what's about to happen. Over here we have 1 foot in the grave. In the next compound over we have the Summer Game is smashing Janice, Kahneman and Lieutenant Orius as well. So over here, Millikongen for the Valhalla Berserkers, who has Little Cheese in his crosshairs, as well as Reload Ronnie and the other players from the Troublemakers 3, who also got a knock against Screamers. And from that, the next push might be in this field over here. Ronlin spotted, spray coming in, and unfortunately, Arik is just running into the crosshairs of Moonskin. And therefore, the Troublemakers who are in trouble. He knows that Ronlin is there. Flash coming out. Oh, the hip fire. The hip fire is mighty, and Adrian goes knock to the blue zone. All Berserkers eliminated on ring 10. Meanwhile, Troublemakers 2 in trouble. But we'll hop over to the fight between... I wanted to say between 1 foot in the grave and the players from Summer Game is smashing, but Kahneman decided that fight is already over. Kahneman the last man standing though. Oh no, I gotta correct myself. Lieutenant Ori is carrying Janice there. That's the reason it looked like there was only one left standing. Kahneman, 86 bullets left in his M249 with 9 reload. And he could fully reload. Has 5 kills already. So he's currently tied with Little Cheese for most kills. Most damage by Urban and Gronlund with 661. Spectrum just waiting over here. Not seen Kahneman yet. We know he's there. Oh no, he gets spotted by Kjanzeret. Jan is knocked as well, and that just leaves Lieutenant Oris, who tried to get an off angle in. Has to face off against 3 now. That's not looking good for him. Oh, only with an AK and 3 bullets left. Oh, gets tagged, gets badly tagged. Trying to get away, switching to the micro Uzi. The only thing he can do is hope that from above, the Troublemakers 3 might help him. But I guess that's wishful thinking. Yeah, because he gets eliminated. Little Cheese with a kill. 10 kills for the Troublemakers 3 already. Troublemakers 2 with 2 kills so far. 1 by Mommy. And over here we have our next fight between Acid and the Tactical Stocks. You're waiting for a chance. Sees Stian and gets a knock in. beautiful headshot. Oh, and now from the side, it's Silverin. Gets the first one, but not the second. Ice Bear pushing forward, sees Paul, can knock him. And now it's a low health against low health situation. Lurifex decides that one for himself and his teammates. Needs to smoke though. Good thing for him. Mommy decided to face off against Gahok there. And Popsicle now has a different situation to handle. Troublemakers 2 eliminated. Popsicle's Nate finds Mommy G. Popsicle now going for the res. Not really sure if he... Oh, no, not going for the res. Sides against that, while Los Polos Hermanos are pushing into his direction. He might go down rather sooner than later. Tactical Stock's in a good position. They could win this. Popsicle found, and that's it. Sloppy Jarvis with the kill. We're down to 3. 3 players and 3 teams. Or 3 players for 3 teams. We have the Troublemakers 3 with Low Cheese Urban and Reload Ronnie. Los Polos Hermanos with Kiantrud, Sloppy Jarvis, and Skogtrim. And over here, 3 players for Lurifex, WKS, WKS, and Pole Hole for the Tactical Stocks. Because unfortunately, Wedgie was left in the blue zone. Push coming in, Kiantrud with a nice off angle there. Molly, bit too short. Skogtrim knocked by WKS. Good position for the Tactical Stocks. Because the Troublemakers 3 and Los Polos Hermanos have to fight each other first. But good position now for Kiantrud with another mighty knock against Urban. 849 damage by him, but only 2 kills. 30 damage more than Little Cheese. Oh, and he tries to get the other one. Reload Ronnie just too mighty. SMG still a mighty play. Or still mighty weapons in the game. Little Cheese now the last man standing for the Troublemakers 3. Well, Sloppy Jarvis goes for the flush, and that should be the match for the Tactical Stocks as nothing major happens. Oh my god, Little Cheese just proning behind that rock. Barely, just barely dodging it. Those shots. Otherwise he most likely would have died. Sloppy Jar is still waiting for his chance. The question is who will go down first and who has to move first. I mean, Sloppy Jarvis and Little Cheese both are not in the circle. Sloppy has still some way to move. He's still able to move up to here, and that would be a good position in the circle. It would be close to the top hill. Fortunately for him, he's not aware that Little Cheese is quite close to him. I mean, he should have seen him there. Sees him now. Oh no, and he dies to the blue. How unfortunately for Sloppy Jarvis. I mean, it was a nice try, but he most likely will die, and that should be a chicken dinner for the Tactical Stocks. If they don't do something completely, well, unfortunate. Don't want to say dumb, because they don't need to do something dumb. They just need to split up, or Sloppy Jarvis has the upper hand. Move to the left, move to the left, move to the left, move to the rock. Move to the rock. Move to the rock. Was spotted. And that's it. Almost. Nate coming in. Bouncing up. And that's it. GG, well played. Wanna win a chicken dinner? The Tactical Stocks win the match. 11 kills for them. For the Troublemakers 3. 5 assists for the Tactical Slugs and 1,972 damage for the Troublemakers 3. We'll hop over for a quick break and be back with match number 2 shortly. And we are back with the updated leaderboard. We're going to do a fast one. 201 points for the Troublemakers 3. Then we have 145 for Gohok, 141 for the Troublemakers 2, 126 for the Tactical Stocks, 124 for X3600, 120 points for Los Polos Hermanos, 114 for Team Kinect and Malman, 107 for One Foot in the Grave. Asset finally with 103 points in the 100 point range, and 92 points for Ishav's Guerrillian OGs, 90 for Bajan Orangat, 87 for the Norse Navigators, 73 for Samigami Smashing, 51 for Warhol Berserkers, and 38 for the Grumpy Old Bastards 4. And with that, we'll hop over to match number 2, as you can see. I might have heard, we are starting in the south of the map, close to Portona, and going up to above La Cabrera and to the left of Oasis. So that was a quick leaderboard because unfortunately there was an issue with my script for the leaderboard update. So, but yeah, it should be fixed now. At least I hope so. With that, we are in match number 2 of the day. As you can see, we have our first place already dropped out with Los Polos Hermanos X3600, the Gorok team lineup, and the Troublemakers 3. Next up, the Norse Navigators, Grumpy Old Bastards 4, Summer Game is smashing, Ishav's Guerrillian OG, One Foot in the Grave. Over here, Team Acid and the Valhalla Berserkers going for San Martin and Hacienda. Next up, the Troublemakers 2. The players who won the last match, La Cabrera, will be played by the Tactical Stocks. And last but not least, Team Connect and Molman going to the right side of them, going close to Oasis or the compound over here. Looks like we have a good circle for all those who decided to drop to the right side of the plane. In this case, a central approach from the Troublemakers 2. Good position as well over here. And we have already some tries to run someone over from the Valhalla Berserkers. Melakongan over here decided to go for an, well, approach to take out Acid. Most likely Screamers was the one who was unfortunate enough. Oh, wait a second. Oh, they are only 3 this match. And it seems we did not lose someone. I was worried for a moment. Worried that not only Easter Place was already down and out just barely a few seconds into the match, but no, it looks like we only had 3 players to begin with for Team Acid. So, resort being played by at least 2/4 of Los Polos Hermanos. The other 2 are in Partona with Gurktrim and Sloppy Jaris. Then we have Los Leones played by Gahok with Carolinum quite far away from him. Chumacera played by the Troublemakers 3. Valdemar played by X3600. Montenuevo from the Norse Navigators. And then we have the Grumpy Old Bastards in Picado. El Pozo, One Foot in the Grave, and everyone else is in the circle at the moment. So let's hope they'll make some good headway and yeah, get some good positions in there, because otherwise, with that split we currently see from the Troublemakers 2, they won't stay split for long with 4 players, because I can guarantee you, if you stay like this, well, in any match, be it comp or be it publics, ranks, whatever, you won't stay single for long, because you will get company, but not the company you would like or expect, because, well, expect is the wrong word, but not the company you'd like. So best for them would be to move closer together. As we can see, Arik is already doing that, trying to go to water treatment. And over here, we have an emergency pickup for the Grumpy Old Bastards 4 with there's Matsi, with Ramoji, and Hanatine. Zeus, well, is not looking like he is ready at the moment. Oh, there we go. There comes our chopper. And despite what Arnold says, get into the chopper. We're not getting into the chopper. We're getting with, or flying with the chopper. Well then, as you can see, the Grumpy Old Bastards 4 are on their way into the circle. Let's see where they will go. A sandstorm is brewing and, well, limiting the sight they have over the circle, so they might not see quite well enough for them to decide to drop over here somewhere. Well, they most likely will decide to go somewhere else, and right over here might be a good spot. Because Little Cheese is quite close though, but is not there yet. He might have something against that. Same goes for Moonskin, but at the moment this is free and there's an airdrop quite close though. But without a car, I would not risk that. Let's see what's in there. MG3, that will, well, be worth taking. And it looks like the Grumpy Old Bastards decided to go for another compound quite close. But not the one I mentioned. Good position as well, though. You can play that. You might even have a car close. Not. No shot in the direction of Anna. But nothing really limiting or pressuring. So Bahaba over here, together with Mullikongan. I wanted to check out, is there someone close? There's no one close. There's an airdrop and everybody is ignoring it. Which is making me sad, because somebody planted that airdrop or threw it out of a plane and that person's work is not being valued. Shots coming in from the left side, shots coming in from the right side still. Well, they tried to push against Team Asset. And now the troublemakers too are fighting against Asset, and Asset is fighting against the Valhalla Berserkers. Except over here for Bambus and Roxy. Still good position in the circle for the Grumpy Old Bastards, even though Hannah is quite far away from her teammates. His teammates. Nor can be, yeah, is in the same predicament. Because as we can see, there's two over there, and well, she's already over here, so they have decided to play a 1-1-2 split, with Little Cheese being the informant for them. Good thing for him, he did not get any company yet, but that might change. So let's see what else we have. Not much shooting yet, except for over here. Nice attack by Adrian against Ian. Another one. Unfortunately, the Mini is not doing that much damage. If he would have played a Bolty, he might have gotten a knock-in. Beat M24 or Car 98. And talking about bolts and gun meter, the PUBG roadmap has been announced, and there will be some changes to weapons. I want to make it season styled, so between seasons there will be a change in the gun meter, and they also want to remove guns not being played or rarely played from the matches. Which might make some weapons disappear from the matches. Like, for instance, the K2, which are a fan-to-dreaded weapon. Or something like the Mosin, which is dropped for a Car 98 or dropped for the M24. So I'm not quite sure why they did decide to go for third 7.62 bolt. But hey, that's about PUBG's decision. And PUBG's decision making. There will be some good changes in the roadmap for 2026. There are some things I dislike or I don't really care about. But one of the biggest issues being, or issues is not the right word. One of the biggest changes not coming in 2026 will be the Unreal Engine 5 change, which was announced for 2026, but is now getting pushed back because PUBG wasn't really happy about the current state of it, and they want to obviously give us the best performance they said. So no PUBG UE5 in 2026. Nice tag there against Roofing. Has to heal now. Let's see. Next circle shifted a bit to the north. So the teams which were prior in the center of the circle are not in the center of the circle anymore. Still good position for the Grumpy Old Bastards 4. Our circle center should be around here-ish. So they are currently the team closest to the circle. To the center of the circle. In the circle, obviously. Silverin was left in the lobby, unfortunate. Oh, Urban already has lost a tire. He's still making a move. I mean, you can do that. Good thing the Murado is not a front wheel car. Wait, did he just drive below this one? Is the Murado that low with the tire pop that you can just drive below this one? I mean, that's something else I have to try out. So we have some knocks over here. Tactical stops up. Tactical stocks up on the hill. Defento thinking about pushing. Nate for them. That's a bit too... yeah, short. Oh, it was knocked by them. Team Knack and Malmo looking for some revenge. So they got taken out by the tactical stocks in the last match. Oh, there's a fight over here brewing between the Grumpy Old Bastards 4 and the Troublemakers 2. They're just holding back. Finally sees Munchkin, but too late. Oh my god. And this is not looking good for the Troublemakers 2. For the Grumpy Old Bastards 4. This is the last moment player. And that's it. GG, well played. The Grumpy Old Bastards 4 have been eliminated on rank 14. Troublemakers 3 quite close here. Little Cheese and the 8 Nor on the bicycle. I'm not quite sure. I'm still not sure how to pronounce that name correctly. Oh, Team Knack and Malmo now in trouble. I think can see one foot in the grave is already there. Bento. Not in a good position. I mean, Tigabomb Ghost knock. He could have knocked Stefanta from behind without ease. With ease. Without ease. Ease, obviously. And Zora on the other side. The 2 pushing up. I think that was Roofing. Oh, and when the 2 goes down as well, now it's just Nielsor and Roofing. Oh, nice knee there. He supplies with the knock against Windy 2. Gilbond going for the rest on Nielsor, while Libra is going for the rest on Inca. And therefore, both teams will be able to play with all 4 players at the moment. As there is no further engagement from one of the other teams. See some shots in the back from Tactical Stocks in the direction of Zombie Game is Smashing, and some shots from the Zombie Game is Smashing in the direction of the Troublemakers 3. I'll also be engaging into that fight against One Foot in the Grave and the players from Team Knack and Malmo. Or at least it seemed that like that for a moment. We're just waiting here behind the corners. I know we have other knocks and flushes over here, but still this is a promising fight. At least I know my luck. Once we switch over to another fight, because another fight looks more promising, like this one over here, between Gohok and the Valhalla Berserkers, the other fight will be decided. That's just my luck. Adrian going down. Was knocked from the bike. Over here. Tactical stocks against Los Polos Hermanos. Perfect's getting knocked. For the rest, Los Polos Hermanos has taken over that region. Over here, we still have Team Kneck and Malmön. I mean, Valhalla Berserk is currently just not moving an inch. He knocked. WKS knocked. Valhalla knocked. Is almost knocked though. Cancer had finally knocked by him. Reflex trying to get an angle in. Oh, and Sloppy Jar is eliminated as well. Lorefex is eliminated as well. Sloppy Jaris gets knocked out too. Doctrim now the only remaining player for Los Polos Hermanos, not able to go for the rest on Sloppy Jaris. Might be able to get the rest on on Mansrud. That's up over here. Perfectly timed. Dreas with the knock against Berhaba. Garland with a knock against Melankongen. Just going on the rest. Go for the rest. Gets a knock against Popsicle. Goes for the flush as well. And that is confirmed. I've seen Carolinen. Oh, and they're shooting. The hip fire is not as mighty as the aimed fire, so unfortunately, that's the end for the Valhalla Berserkers. Gohawk takes over, or remains in this compound. Now over here, getting up the hill. Teammates are still driving. Not even close to him. Or, well, not that far away as well, though. There's an airdrop over here. Nobody's taking care of that. Farmers in there. Gocktrim almost knocked. And is successful in getting the knock in. That's up over here. We still can see one foot in the grave from one side of the compound. With Team Kneck and Mom on the other side. They are waiting for the North Navigators. It seems. Oh, and Stis is in trouble. Not quite sure what Winter 2 is doing there, especially since he has not that much ammunition left. But he decided to, well, I'm going to try to blow up the car. Just a car, nobody needs it. Acid. And Scream is over here, close to Moonskin, who's trying to make a run for it. Trying to go away from Urban. Moji coming back. Question is to where? I mean, Mommy G most likely will be eliminated before landing. There's not enough space there. And throw it over here. Won't be doing anything. Troublemaker 3. Currently fighting against the North Navigators, which is good. There's still no fight between Team Kneck and Malmön and one foot in the grave. I mean, Ibra knows that Ruving is there somewhere. Tries with spray this with a knock against reload Ronnie. Nice shot by the 8 Nor. The Nor in the name is most likely just Norwegian. So I could ignore it, but my brain works different. Kind of man with a knock against Easter Place. Vegan out. Left as last for the lineup from Ishev's Gilrillion. Trying to move behind Los Hermanos. Let's see what our map has in store for us. Well, most teams need to move. And that's good for Summy Game is smashing, because theoretically they could hold out everyone from the circle. This is... oh, unfortunately. It stopped there. It's the end now. Not. I saw Space Shark drive into his direction. But it looks like Moonskin has something against Acid. Troublemaker 3 coming in from behind. Oh. And Little Cheese knocks him right before he is able to push against Acid. And is knocked. Space Shark and Axel able to get to a better position. Good vision for X3600. That might be a good match for them. There's just barely someone close to them. Except for Gokoko over here. Troublemakers 3 annihilate Troublemakers 2 on rank 11. Window Swindler and Sergeant Killerhat over here. They should be able to see Gronland, Carolinum, and Reyes in a few seconds. They should have seen Gronland, I'm sure. It needs. Not good enough though. That position is not too good for Gahak as well as for X3600, because the circle shifts back to the compound from Thummy Game is smashing. We'll have the Troublemaker 3 right above him. Nice tech against Mia, but Urban pays that with his HP. Oh, geez, tries again. This as well. Still first when it comes to damage and kills. North Navigators. I'm not quite sure where they did try to throw that nade. That was making more sense. Are they with a nice spray? I'm not sure about it, but normally you might be able to jump over there. Push coming in. We are not able to get the yellow knock in. Oh, and the 8 is in trouble. Good thing there's still one more left. Well, Cheese with his 5th kill. Heinemann now the last man standing. A full Summy Game is smashing. Tries to just stay prone while Acid is eliminated by 3600. Decided to go the easy route. Elephant. Well, Cheese taking the kill against Janice, which makes it his 5th kill as well. Over here we have Gerhak playing the hill again. And over there, Team Kinect and Moment facing off against Los Hermanos. Ibra sees him. Ibra brace and sprays, but fails. And Skorktrim gets a kill. Jansrud might be saved. Kahneman just prone down there. Waiting in his house. More stuff to happen. Interesting backpack. Troublemaker 3 over here. Then we have the North Navigators X3600. And then not very much, except for an airdrop over here. P90 theoretically for X3600. Then over here we have Gahok with a knock against Space Shark. Los Polos Hermanos over here. The last man standing for the Sami game is smashing this kind of man over here. And then over here we have the Troublemakers 3. Good thing there's 3 left for them. Finally someone goes to an airdrop. Just wanted to say it. If you wouldn't have taken that P90, Femty, I would have been mad with you. Or mad at you. Question is, who will go where? Because as you can see, there's not much space left in the circle. Shots fired in the direction of the Troublemaker 3, but first we might have this fight over here. The unfortunate thing for X3600 is they can't push forwards, otherwise they get spotted by X3000 by the Troublemaker 3. So the Troublemaker 3 are currently holding them. Oh, that nade. That nade is perfect. And the North Navigators are eliminated. And throw down Skrocktrim now in the top hill village. Or compound. Whatever you want to call it. Ronan moving down the hill says, oh, well, maybe I should do something else. Oh, wait, they do have something in the car. What? Oh, he has a mortar. He has a mortar, chat. He's searching for a position to position it. This looks wild. Can't position it here, can't position it there. Where can I position it? Mortar, 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 mortar. Screw this. I guess he's not really happy about that. Can't position it safely. I mean, he could have positioned it over here, I guess, somewhere. Yeah, there's not much space left. So he's switching back to his weapon. I would have recommended that. Kahneman most likely will be in a good position. The Troublemaker 3 will fight against X3600, eliminating each other, which is good for the other teams. Gahok is not engaging in that fight. So good for them as well. Gahok is pushing up the hill in the direction of Los Polos Hermanos. I'm not quite sure how that damaged, how that nade did not damage Grönland. Fortunately for Gahok, they need to move. In this window, in a good position. That nade is too short though. Would have been better if it was in the direction of the cheese. I mean, they can push forwards without issues. They should push forwards. In my book. Kahneman just has to wait for one of the teams to die. Yeah, you need to move the blues coming, bro. Empty now with the first and second knock. Sees Urban, and that's it. Troublemakers 3 are eliminated. Famty with a P90. Best weapon in the game. Trust me. Kahneman pushing forwards. Has found a spot yet. Use a smoke wall. Famty most likely knows that there's someone there. Or not. Oh, and he gets rocked. Oh, and Kahneman is eliminated as well. 10 kills for X3600. Good for them. The Hawk is pushing up the hill in the direction of X3600. Not sure if Dreas... Yeah, Dreas is totally visible for Skoctrim. Needs to push as well. Lion Skull. Get the next one. Grunland. Over here. Needs to move as well. And we're down to the top 3. 1 player left for Ugohawk. 2 players for Los Polos Ramonos. And 4 players. 3.5 players for X3600. Skoctrim is knocked. Jansrud at least going for the flush. Lion Skull goes to knock as well. And now it's a 1 against 2. With Grunland having a slight advantage there. Being closer to the circle center. Gets another knock. Will this be it? No, the P90 rules supreme. Femty with a winner chicken dinner for X3600 with 14 kills. And 1,974 damage as well as 8 assists. We'll hop over for a short break before we return with match number 3. Our first match, or our only match today on Rondo. And as you can see, we have an updated leaderboard. 212 points for the Troublemakers 3. 157 for Gohok. Then we have 148 for X3600. Next up, we have the Troublemakers 2 with 145 points. 133 for Los Polos Hermanos. 126 for the Tactical Stocks. Team Connect and Moment so far was 119. 108 points for One Foot in the Grave. 105 for Acid, 94 for Ishav's Goradian OGs, 94 by Young Oriangat, 89 for the Norse Navigators, 81 for Summer Game is Smashing, 51 for the Valhalla Berserkers, and the Grumpy Old Bastards 4 with 38 points. And with that, we'll hop into match number 3. As you can see, we are on Rondo, with our fly paths leading us from below Hungshan to the top, close to Kunxia. As you can see, the first team's already dropped out with the players from Los Polos Hermanos. Next up, we have Ishav's Gorillian OGs. After them, the next team is the lineup from Summer Game is Smashing and the Valhalla Berserkers, as well as X3600 are winners of match number 2 and the Troublemakers 3. Then we have Team Acid and the Tactical Stocks, as well as Gahok, Team Connect and Malman. And over here in the pool, we have the Grumpy Old Berserkers 4, the Norse Navigators, Troublemakers 2, and last but not least, One Foot in the Grave. For that, we'll hop over to this, because I like this scenery and find it quite pleasing. Also, I have to check something for a second. Because there's something bugging me. Because theoretically, it worked with the script. Then the update should have completed. As you can see, the leaderboard did update, but it wrote the results into match day number 1. Therefore, we had no update for the sideshow for the maps, which is, well, annoying me heavily. But I hope I can work around that in the near future. So as you can see, our circle shifted heavily to the south. That means we have only 3 teams currently in it, with 1, 2, 3 being close to it. Los Polos Hermanos, Troublemakers 3, and the Tactical Stocks. Aside from them, X3600 is in the circle and will leave with 2 players to Jardana City, it seems. Then we have Summer Game is Smashing in Danqing and Hungshan being played by Ishav's Gorillian OGs. Everybody else still has to move to the circle, be it the Valhalla Berserkers, Team Connect and Malman, Gohok, Team Acid, and the Grumpy Old Berserkers. Oh, good. They're moving heavily forwards and has only found a mini 14 so far. Considering that Acid is looting over here close to the Neox factory and test rig, well, that is quite a risky approach. I mean, he had to be totally sure that there's no one there. So yeah, that's not easy. Well, as we can see, nothing much so far. This is still... That was not what I wanted to do. This is still the most promising fight we can see. This is still the most promising player, considering that right across of him on the roof we have Ice Bear. He has seen him. Ice Bear has not seen him, though. First tag, second tag, third tag. Oh, but no knocking. Now it's serious in trouble. Silverin had the angle. This time he did load into the match. Last time, unfortunately, he did not load into the match. And that means that we have 4 players again for Team Masses. Well, Scream is all the way over here. Not close to his teammates, but close enough when it comes to getting into fights. And having the off angle is not quite unpleasant. Doesn't. So, well, it could have paid off. Alright, as we can see, Those did fall back to his teammates, and we can see that Acid is already dropping out of that fight. And over here, we have an airdrop for the lineup from Los Polos Hermanos. Not sure what's in there. An AWM from Jensrud. We did not reload the weapon. Did he not learn anything from my cast? Have I done a weapon with you which is not reload is not good. I mean, even if it's an AWM. If it's an AR or a SMG, it's even worse. Or even more worse, an LMG. Rusty and Migas over here. Some shots in the direction of Los Polos Hermanos. Unfortunately, though, the weapons with the 9mm ammo don't do that much damage. At least not enough to get a knock-in. This could be interesting. Rampil Bastard close to Gohawk. He also wanted to get into this compound, it seems. Already falling back. Doing that. Might get some unwanted company from the Valhalla Berserkers. But they're already retreating as well. You can see there's a lot of movement on the map currently. The only teams not moving much at the moment are these three. One for the Brave, North Navigators, and Team Kinect and Malmö being the last move. Oh, is it in trouble? Got by the Grumpy Old Bastards. Osprey's coming in against Acid, and unfortunately Ice Bear is stuck. Oh, Popsicle could have had the optimal shot there. But in that moment, Ice Bear decided to jump out of the car, which was good for him. Question is, will he be able to survive this? Cronin already taken the eye road. Nate in hand. Ice Bear has healed. But that Nate... Oh, no! Double no. Ice Bear is able to get out of the car. Good thing Silverin is close as well, and therefore Ice Bear and Silverin leave the situation almost unharmed. I have to watch out though, because the 8 Hello, Johnny Urban and Lil Cheese are quite close, and Lil Cheese gets the knock in against Screamus. Will not be able to get the flush though. He needs to move. And all the way in the back we can see Ice Bear flying in together with Silverin. Oh, don't stop over here. Don't stop over here. Oh my gosh. Newt, where are you? What? Where are you looking, bro? Where you... They stopped right in front of you, bro. What the heck are you doing? Oh my god, he had the optimal position to get a knock-in. Or to confirm the kill against Silverin. And he decided to retreat. I'm not quite sure what was in his mind, though. Because now, just ignoring that smoke. I mean, he's focusing on the troublemaker 3. And almost get a knock-in. That might have been a hit, almost. And if he would have changed to his AR sooner, he might have gotten a knock. Unfortunately for him, that was not the case. I'll be with you in a second. Fix something in the script. So this should work now, hopefully. Primus into the roof. This is still the fight between the Troublemakers 3 and Acid. 8 again with a knock. Over here we have the Troublemakers 2. Just stopping right in front of the Grumpy Old Bastards 4. Not quite sure if we might have missed something, but we still have 56 players in the match, so... This Ramochi also going for the hipfire. I'm not quite sure why there's so many players at the moment going for the hipfire. But it seems like, I don't know, maybe that works more in the favor at the moment. Long shots, nothing really. I mean, these are currently compound fights. We have over here in the gas station the lineup from X3600 close to Ishev's Guerrilla OGs, who are trading headshots or knocks at least, with Rossi going for the knock against Sergeant Killer Hat, and before that they were going for the knock against Newt. Next circle shift, and this might be something where we see some action now. Aspa over here. Gold airdrop. Oh, gotta correct myself. Silverin with the cold airdrop and the DBS. I mean, at least someone who values it. And he found some ammo for it. But it's quite rare that someone plays it. Oh, push coming in. Rusty has the off angle against X3600. Almost got the knock in. Push coming in. We'll clear this. Nate coming out. Trying with the spray. Sees the first one. Rusty from the other side. And the Swindler waiting in the corner. Lion Skull and Sergeant Killer going down against Rusty's Blue Zone Nate. Has been not seeing anything. WK kills himself with an 8 Adler effects. And the Swindler gets the first one, gets the second one. There's the last one remaining for his team, though. Oh, and he gets them all! Ishav's Guerrillian OGs have been annihilated by X3600. Tinder Swindler, though, the only survivor. Over here, we might have a fight between One Foot in the Grave and Team Kinect and Moment after Team Acid has lost Screamers and Stian. Not sure if they have been eliminated in total. Oh, they still have Silverin and Icebear over here. But the Valhalla Berserk is coming in close, though. Watch out. Especially on the bike. If they get knocked on the bike, that's not. Especially considering there are 2 more coming in from behind. Just try to run them over. They're not stuck in the blue. I mean, Silver and with the DBS in hand, I'm not quite sure if this works out, to be honest. Shot coming in from One Foot in the Grave. Moving has seen in Gerhofting. Just to watch out that he's not falling into the trap of Team Kinect and Mom, though. They might have heard his shots. Spotted him as well. Stefento with the knock against Roving. And that fight is changing in favor of Team Kinect and Mormon. 2, though, coming in slowly now. You might have heard it, even though it's the Starland Electro bus. Don't tell me he has. Defender being quite close to Los Pollos Hermanos. And the Troublemakers 3. Isor with the knock against Inca. Get in trouble once Defento decides to engage into that fight, but he decides to crawl away there. Reload Ronnie flying in just, well, against the tree. Fortunate for him. Jansrud has completely ignored the 8 Nor. And for the Free Defento on the other side, and that's it. Troublemakers 3 are eliminated. Thanks to Sloppy Jarvis and Stefento, who's falling back now, deciding, alright, that was enough fighting for me. Please ignore me, just ignore me, please. Over here, 1 player left on his feet for One Foot in the Grave. And there was 1 Foot in the Grave. Roxy takes another hit, but is able to get the knock against Nilsor. Kongan pushing forwards as well. Now it's Winnetou who has to watch out. And Roxy takes the dirty deed and eliminates 1 Foot in the Grave on rank 10. But the next team is already waiting. Easter Place and Ibra over here proning. They know there's someone there. And over here we have a fight between the North Navigators and Team the Hawk. There's over here. Together with Popsicle, the last man standing. Who's outside? Knock against Craziest. And for the rest again, and now they're back with 3 players. I'm not quite sure what you're shooting at, bro. This is not working in favor of Dress. Optical holding the angle. Then the Swindler coming in from the outside, as you can see. That would have been a good nade. Optical would have stayed in the front room. Los Hermanos eliminated. Destroying the bus says, alright, maybe that will pressure Roxy, who is running at the moment. Oh, this is finally with a knock against Dress. That just leaves Popsicle, who's not sure where to go. Kind of untacked. 5 HP remain for him. Is not looking good for him. Not looking good at all. But alright, let's try to move to the next building or cover I can find. And we have a game crash, unfortunately. Unfortunate, unfortunate. So since we have 8 minutes of delay, you will see that game crash in 8 minutes. And obviously, I'll say when I'm back in the game. Very unfortunate, though. Hopefully, that's the only time that happens today. But we'll see. And hopefully, my script works now. So we will have an updated leaderboard after the match. Theoretically, it should have created a folder already. No, it hasn't. Which is, I guess, theoretically good. We don't know. Hopefully it will let us join back into the match. This is looking good, so we'll hop back over to the in-game scene. As you can see, we are loading in. We are back in match number 3 of today. Popsicle still alive over here somehow. Oops. That's not what I wanted to press. Adrian says, all right, let's push in the direction of Sammy Game is smashing. Left and right and left and right and left and right. He's Janice. He's holding still. Takes a headshot. Takes 2. Easy play though with a knock against Malakongan. Oh, Lieutenant Warriors knocked by the headshot from Adrian. Easter Place takes down the Roxy, and that means the whole Berserkers have been eliminated on rank 7. I'm not quite sure where those shots came from. Munchkin with an 8. That might be enough to finish Aureus. Was almost down there. Shooting through the smoke. That nade should finish the drop. And it does. And pushing forwards as well. Here's Mia, who gets knocked. It just leaves Janice and Kahneman. From behind, Easter Player says, alright, let's try to find some friends. Oh, barely. Not getting that kill. Or not knock. Janice now. Last player standing in the lineup for Zombie Game is smashing. Even flushes Mia. Alright, not knocked by the nade. Oh, and that one was perfect. Space Shark eliminating Popsicle. Was finally found. Janice in trouble because the car is moving down the hill. Got the direction of Munchkin. Is Janice fast enough? No! The answer is no. Not able to get the kill against Arik. And we're down to the top 4. Easter Place now over here. Oh no, Ibra over here. With the theoretic chance to take down 1 or 2 players off the Troublemakers too, if he would decide to, well, work for it. In the Swindler over here as the last man standing for Axe 3600. Quite close to the North Navigators who have to move. So best, theoretically, best position and best chances for the Troublemakers too. Hero's not moving on it. Eric spotted. Eric knocked finally some movement. Not getting them. Yeah, and that was his end. He's a place now, knocking another one. Ibra flushed though. The Swindler still quite close to the North Navigators. And that might be a chicken for the North Navigators if they're lucky. Considering that Easter Place and Ibra have taken down at least 1 player for the Troublemakers too. This has moved over the road. Quite sure where he got the damage from. Doubt it was in the Swindler. Let's see who has the most damage. Adrian with 5 kills. Bro, that's the blue zone. You have to move. Why did he smoke, man? What? Okay. Yeah, that's it. Space Shark with a kill against Tinder Swindler. And now the only... Let's call it unknown value in this match is Easter Place. Will he help the North Navigators to win this? Or will he help the Troublemakers too to win this? That depends solely on who will he find first. Or who will find him first. I mean, Mommy G, Munchkin and Adrian know where he's roughly at. Might have seen him now. Spray coming in, gets a knock. Oh, he needs to run. He needs to run, and he gets eliminated. Troublemakers 2 with 10 kills now. And the elimination of Team Kneck and Malman. And yeah, this would have been the moment for the North Navigators to push if they want to win this match. But they're playing it slow. They could have had the upper hand. They knew there was a knock in against the Troublemakers too, and they decided not to move on it. Mommy G knocked by Axel though. Now they're in the lead again. Adrian and Munskin prone down. Munskin going for the heal. For the utilities. Has seen Axel. Oh, and the M249 rumbles again against the ace. Against the barrel. And Munskin just better than Axel. Going to go for the flush and can confirm it. Well, we can see Mommy G is back on his feet. Oh, Adrian knocked. No nades in the hands of Space Shark though. They should have moved further or earlier on that knock. That would have been their perfect chance. Theoretically, at least a Mars flash coming in. I mean, that won't do much. We still have 3 smokes and a smoke launcher smoke. Plus 1 in launcher. No utilities anymore for Space Shark. For Adrian, we'll still have 1 flash. Mommy G still with a smoke. And, oh, there we go. Munskin with 3 smokes left. Or 2 smokes after he smoked now. But 2 against 3 situation. Better position though for Space Shark. As this is. The question is, will they be able to act on it? Adrian moving on the corner. And he finds Space Shark and gets the knock. And that's just this is against 3. As the Mommy G gets... nope. Gets a knock in now, but the Troublemaker 2 still gets the winner chicken dinner in match number 3 of the day. 13 kills, 2,313 damage, as well as 6 assists. We'll hop over for match number 4 shortly, but before that, we'll have a break. See you soon. And we are back with the updated leaderboard. 214 points now for the Troublemakers 3. Troublemakers 2 back on second place with 168 points. And we have 160 for Gohok, 156 for X3600, 136 for Los Polos Hermanos, 133 for Team Knecken Moment, 126 for the Tactical Stocks, and 112 for One Foot in the Grave. On 9th place, we still have Acid with 105 plays, and the Norse Navigators finally made it to the triple-digit club with 100 points on rank 10. Next up, we have Ishav's Guerrillian OGs on rank 11 with 97 points. 88 then for the Summer Game is smashing on 13. They almost will be able to take over the place number 12 and the 90 place club from from Baron Oregat. Then we have Valhalla Berserkers with 57 points, and last but not least, the Grumpy Old Berserkers 4 with 39 points. And as you can see, or could see in the break, our next match will be Tago. And with that, we will hop into it for match number 4. Hellas, we are back. And we are there we go. Match number 4. And as you can see, our playing pass leaves a bit to be desired for the teams, because we don't have that much space for the teams. Considering that we are starting Baf Bolzong and ending our travel slightly below school. That means everything to the right of Army Base Yongcheon and hospital will not be reachable easy for the teams. If you have a car, yes, you can still drive there, or any other means of transportation, obviously. Ouyang Kangnoing Airport and Shipyard most likely will not be used by the teams. Yongcheon also will be a tough stretch, but can be played by the teams. Even though 1.5 kilometers roughly what is easily reachable for the teams. Everything else is a bit different to play. But yeah, still possible. We'll see what happens. And this is where plane number 4 comes into existence. Or the 4th map starts now. First to drop out, we have Los Polos Hermanos. Following them, we have X3600 Tactical Stocks. 1 Foot in the Grave, Gohok. And a Team Kneck and Moment, as well as Ishav Guerrillian OG. Summer Game is smashing. Team Acid. Troublemakers 3 and Troublemakers 2, as well as Grumpy Old Bastards 4. Next up, we have Ishav's Guerrillian OGs. And last but not least, Norse Navigators. We're dropping out now. And obviously, I forgot about our little hot drop over here. At least it seems like it. With Ruvang being quite close to Los Polos Hermanos. And they are not very happy about Ruvang trying to steal their car. But he still makes it out there. And that means less transportation, or less means of transportation for Los Polos Hermanos. Considering that they only have the coupe over here. This is unfortunate for them. Because they would have needed that UAV. Is there something in the... Oh, there's still a UZ. There's a hard spawn over here in the garage. So they still have enough transportation over here in Woltong. And they need it. Not badly like others, but they need it. Because our circle has shifted to the southern part of them, to the northern part of the map. Good position. Quite close to the center for Ishav's Guerrillian OGs. If I were the teams, I would play over here in this little compound, because that might be crucial. Or at least crucial later on in the match. Then obviously we still have a few teams who already make their way to the circle. City. Over here. Let's see if the Grumpy Old Bastards are able to jump. And they are. Motzi and Miss Ramoji in the Ashton Martin. Collop has cut. Oh, yes, not there. Gronland has found him. And just dodging this. I'm not too afraid of something happening, but I'm still running around you in circles. Yeah, first victim of the match. Unfortunately, driving right into the hands of Gronland. We played an off angle there. Let's see where the whole berserkers are going. Thought they might want to go over the bridge there. But it seems they want to take the last bridge of the island. They want to drive over or under here. Two ways possible for the teams. Mostly, the easier way is the way below the bridge, because you have teams camping over the bridge quite often. And it's mostly easier to drive below it, but that can backfire as well. So we'll see what happens. I built Berserkers now. Only with 3 players. Anna has found at least 5 bandies. No ammo though. Ezra come close. Anna says, please give me ammo. It's 22 bullets, which is not much, but is everything Mr. Emoji can spare. Monty has 30 bullets as well. This is not looking good for the grumpy old bastards, boy. I mean, yeah, there's a first aid kit over here, which they could still use, but I guess they plan that differently. Especially if they want to get the blue chip back. They should have stayed on the other side of the road. Because as you can see, there's a lot of airdrops coming down. Big airdrops. On to go. AWM, level 3 gear. Let's see though. This should be the last. First aid kit and a frag grenade. We have an extended quick draw mag. We have painkillers and a frag grenade. We have a blue zone grenade. We have 7.62 ammo. We have a heavy stock. And we have a ghillie suit. 12 of 6 ammo. And an extended mag. So, not the best, not the worst either. Little Cheese is now in the same predicament. Oh my gosh. Alright, fly, Cheese, fly. He decides to, well, dump his car. Yeah, that's wasting in the environment. I'm not too happy about that, but good thing someone is already cleaning up the maps after the matches. So the car won't stay there for long. It will be detailed. Ronnie a bit too slow. And Kahneman only has found an MK, a mutant. I'm not quite sure why. But that's not too good. Not quite sure what cancer it was shooting at, but he was shooting at something. Urban moving parallel to Janice. Two shots to reload. Yeah, that happens if you don't reload in time. And then you miss kills. So almost 70% row. Well, more than 70%, 80% of the teams are in the circle yet. We still have the Norse Navigators over here in Books and Saw who are not moving. We still have X3600 who have to move. Same goes for Los Polos Hermanos, and last but not least, Team Knecken Molman, which they're driving in 2 cars. That was worried about. Sergeant Killer had in the back. I'm not quite sure. All right, I understand now. I only had a buggy as second car. I would like to drive in the pony in the back if I had the chance then too. So, yeah, that's definitely easier. Octrim, Jansrud. And number 4 is Sloppy Jaris for Los Polos Hermanos. Not crossing paths with actually 1,600, but they're crossing paths with Team Knack and Mormon. Or at least they could have if Team Knack and Mormon wasn't that far away. I thought they would have been closer. Yeah, now you're too late, guys. Nothing will happen to that buggy. Norse Navigators might be lucky because there's an airdrop, right? Or there are many airdrops right in front of them. 456, 8 times scope, 456. Cheek pattern stun grenades, 762. Oh, an AWM. P90. Another package of 762 ammo. And here. Over here. Actually, some kind of painkiller. And another level 3 West. That's a good airdrop. Not quite sure if the Norse Navigators know where it landed. Panther is over there. Olbazak is moving out of their compound. Polos Hermanos now with the chance to take it over. Thing is, it will be decided by the shift of the circle. Oh, and it hard shifts to the west of the map. Hard shift against the North Navigators. Good shift for all the other teams, almost. I mean, Ishas Guerrilla, OGs, Acid, Tactical Stocks, and Valhalla Berserkers need to move. Everybody else is already in the circle, though. And I told you, this compound might be crucial later on. And I was semi-right. It's a good position for the Grumpy Old Berserkers. I mean, you have kind of the low ground depending on where you look. But yeah, still good position. We missed spotted by Marty. Not able to get a knock in though. Urban running himself over. I'm not quite sure how that happened. Most likely he pressed F too fast or did forget the handbrake and was run over by his own car. I would like to see that again. Unfortunately, we don't have a replay ability in here. So there are 2 airdrops. Both will not be found. Kind of with the knock against Gromland. Because like I said, was the first to be eliminated. That happened over here. Aside from that, there's not much happening at the moment. I would have expected more, and the south of the map is quite free. And Godok is even more free. I mean, what the heck? Why is Godok so free? I mean, no one even went there. Not even in the first place. Nonetheless, this might be our next fight. And our first fight of the game. Or first real fight. Ref has been found and got knocked. Little cheese with a knock against Migos as well, though. Kill confirmed as well, though, for Ishas Guerrilla and OGs. Ruffy will bleed out. He's in trouble. Tries with the hip fire, gets knocked as well by Little Cheese again. Rusty Razor with the knock against Reload Ronnie. One-on-one traits here between the Troublemakers 3 and Ishas Guerrilla and OGs. Oh, and that was too late. Cheese spotted by Little Bigonet. Also goes for the counter. Urban against Little Bigonet. 400 damage though already. That nade bounces off quite good. Lands before Little Bigonet's feet, and that's it. GG, well played. It's just Guerrillino G's take care of 2 players of the Troublemakers 3. But in the end, the nade from Urban just landed right in place. Rampiel Bassett's 4 did move forwards. Circle shifts in favor of all the teams who decided to stay low though. Oh. WKS just making a U-turn after getting shot at by Screamies. And we have the first airdrop taken. Picked up over here. More shots coming in. Los Hermanos now in a fight against the tactical stocks. They're taking care of Nulzor. Urban knocked. Anna's boss reload Ronnie. Just got back on his feet, and this is not looking good for the Troublemakers 3. That name was a bit too short. What's he coming in from above? Does not see Ronnie running. Not turn around. Alright, I'm going for the points. Play my own game. Now he was spotted. And with some shots. Only able to dodge that. But he might run into the hands or into Los Polos Hermanos. In trouble. Roxy with some shots in the direction of Paul Hall, who's no cover anymore. For Hobber and Malakongan with the kill against WKS. And this is not looking good for the for the tactical stocks here. I should roughly know where Paul Hall is. Oh, tax now. By Veggie. All spotted. Tag 1, tag 2, tag 3, tag 4. Nope. He still somehow survives this. Circle shifts to the south, to the west again. Away from the south. That means a lot of teams are not in the circle anymore. Only 4, 5 remain at the moment. Ronnie's still alive though. Still running in the blue. Has 1 first aid left and 5 bandies. And 1 foot in the grave right in front of him. So his position should be clear. His movement. Because otherwise he will die. Not been spotted yet. Oh, he has been spotted. See? No. No. He has not been spotted yet. so prompt. You see Tiger Bomb. The zone's moving again. He has to move. Acid taken out. Los Bolas Hermanos. Step from Jensrud. Who gets the knock against Silverin. Get some shots in against Streamers. And is eliminated. Hannah, though, with the knock against Lieutenant Aureus. And is knocked by Nulzor. Ronnie. Just watching this situation. I could kill him. Should I kill him? The answer is no. You know, last man standing for some game is smashing, and Hannah is moving around from behind and almost get the kill. Emojis and Nate not hitting anything, and that's the chance for Mia, who goes for the knock. Burning, Mia goes for the flush, and is eliminated shortly after by Hannah. Still have only 2 teams complete in the circle. Ja, 1 foot in the grave and Gahok. Everybody else still has to move. Columbus knows where the tactical stocks are at. It's a bit split from his teammates. The rest of the Valhalla Berserkers is over here. Revang with the knock against Screamers. Gahok, like I said, in the compound here in the circle. And over here we have Team Asset fighting against 1 foot in the grave. Grumpy old bastards over there. And over here Team Connect and Malmon X 3600 who still need to move to the circle. Troublemakers 2 over here. And then over here, last but not least, the Norse Navigators. And now the push is coming in, and Valhalla Berserkers take out the last remaining players of the tactical stocks. Unfortunately, I was a bit too late for that. Valhalla gets knocked by Gronland. Tom was still waiting over here. At least he's still alive. Has not been disconnected. We saw that because he was bandaging. Asset moving forward. Silverin on the prowl. Tiger Bomb knocked. Nils are down. That just leaves Ruving. Spotted by Silverin. That's it. GG, well played. Asset annihilates 1 foot in the grave. And then now with 2 feet in the grave. Another team with 1 foot in the grave might be X3600. Well, Defanto with the knock against Lion Skull. Not enough though to get the kill. He has a blue. Bro, you have a blue grenade. You know that he has to be somewhere below you. Just drop it and jump out. That would have been the 100k move. Need to move out anyway though. Ah, gets another one. Sergeant Killer Hat knock. Empty down. Lion Skull knocked as well, and that's it. Only one left, which is Tinder Swindler all the way over here. They're saying, I don't care what my teammates do. I won't have any part in that. As you know, the grumpy old bastards are in front of him. And over here we have the fight between Gahok and the lineup from the Valhalla Berserkers and Bumbus. With the UMP Hipfire takes down the last man standing Grönland. Asset moving forwards as well. Close to the Northern Navigators. We have an airdrop. with the farmers in it and level 3 gear. They haven't been going for it yet. I'm not quite sure why though. Not as fresh. They're just bro, why are they're just ignoring it? Again, they are just ignoring it. Bro, why? It's unlooted yet. And they would have had the time for it. Don't get me wrong. Oh. Oh, Silveren's nade. And the blue zone nade. And it's just utter madness and carnage over here. The North Navigator's taken out by Silveren and Screamis over here. Oh my god, Space Shark, the last remaining player. Acid was 10 kills already. That's a good position as well. Oh, 8 against Silveren. And that might finish him. Oh, nope. Space Shark's second nade deals more damage to himself. And over here, the Troublemakers 2 are in trouble. Moonskin's the last man standing. Trying to go for the rest on one of his teammates. I'm not quite sure which. Or not. I'm not sure. X3600 eliminated. Tinder Swindler has found his match. And as we can see, Eroxy has found Moonskin, and therefore the Troublemakers 2 are eliminated as well. Silveren, meanwhile, has been killed too by Space Shark's next nade, while Easter Play says, well, nice of you to show up on their field over there. So Space Shark is dead as well. And we're left with 4 teams. Iceberg moving into that little shack was the best idea he had. Grumpy Bastards 4 left with 2 players. 2 players left as well for the Valhalla Berserkers. Then we have 4 players left for Team Kneck and Malman. With Easter players running over the field is not a good idea, I might say. And 2 players left over here for the Grumpy Bastards. And 3 players left for Team Acid. And there's another airdrop close to the first airdrop. I mean, this is just loot heaven at the moment. Theoretically. And Iceberg has... no, Screamers has found out there's unlooted airdrops somewhere. He's still over here holding the back. He knows that the Grumpy Old Bastards are still there somehow and they still need to move. He needs to move as well though, so... I mean, his best option would be to move over here. Rather than stay up there. Kneck and Malman. Oh, Ibra again knocked by Malakongan. Kid tries with the flash. They just short. Goes on the rest again. Mr. Player says, alright, I'm just gonna crawl forwards and see if I can do something. Has found a little bush for himself. Asper with a knock against Matzi. Confirmed. And with a knock against Ibra. Saying, alright, if I can't do anything against Acid, then I'm at least gonna do something against Team Kneck and Malman. And that's it. Screamis with the last kill against Sana. And that means Grumpy Old Bastards 4 are eliminated on rank number 4. Ibra finally died as well. That means 2 players left for the Team Kneck and Malman. 2 players left for the Valhalla Berserkers as well. And then we have 3 players left for Team Acid with 13 kills so far. Valhalla Berserkers with 13 kills as well. And 6 kills for Team Kneck and Malman. Most kills by Malakongan with 6. Then we have 5 kills each for Silveren and Roxy. Gronland with the most damage with 819. And Screamer says, alright, if Inkas shows himself so freely, then we'll just eliminate him. The Kongan, like I said, so far the man with the most kills. He is currently at 4. Unfortunately for the Valhalla Circus, they still don't know where Easter Place is. Moving forwards inch by inch. They might see the Valhalla Circus. A bit to the left and it would be perfect for him. If he would crouch a bit to the left, he might see Bambus or Melakongan once they peek again. This. And it would be his knock. He needs to move though. The next, well, bush he might be able to play would be this one, and before he would reach that one, he most likely would die. Depends on the smoke wall though by the Valhalla because they still have, well, I wanted to say they still have the transporter over here, but that's not really happening. Stian knocked. That might be the chance for Easter Place to move up here. Have some cover, but yeah. He definitely needs to move. And the Valhalla Berserkers are moving close. This might be the chance for Easter Place to get into their back. Konga moving forwards. Oh my. That trigger discipline. That trigger discipline. Bombers with the knock against Ice Bear. The Kongan tried as well. Oh, and Easter Place. He can be so happy that he was not spotted there. Gets the knock done. Almost knows where he's at and gets eliminated by Easter Place as well. Second place now, 14 Knecken moment, and Easter Place will die to Stian. And therefore, GG, well played. Winner chicken dinner for Team Acid with 15 kills, 2,359 damage, and 10 assists for them in this match. Well played. We'll hop over for a quick break and then we'll return with the most beautiful map of the game with the Wrangle. And as you can see, the leaderboard has been updated. Troublemaker 3 now with 218 points. Troublemakers 2 with 170. Then we have Gahok with 163. 157 for X3600. Team Kneck and Malman moving up to rank number 5 with 147. Los Polos Hermanos with 136 points. Team Asset now on rank 7 with 130. Then we have the Tactical Stocks with 126. Next up, One Foot in the Grave was 114, and the Norse Navigators was 104. 11th place so far for Ishav's Guerrilla OGs with 99 points, and just 1 point less for or after Bayong Oragat. We have Samigami Smashing with now 89 points. Still not being able to crush those dreaded 90 points. And last but not least, the Valhalla Berserkers and Grumpy Old Bastards 4 with 76 and 46 points. And with that, we'll hop over to the most beautiful map PUBG has to offer, in my opinion. We'll hop over to Erangel. And as you can see, our plane pass starts slightly to the left of Severny and will end on Sosnovka Island. That being said, 56 seconds before we will drop into the match. Everything else should have been set, and that means we're ready to go, ready to play, and ready to view this beautiful map in its full effect. And obviously, to start our way and find out who will be the winner of match number 5. Match number 4 was won, like I said, by Team Asset. So far, we have had one winner per map. Well, that's true, but different team at each map, though. Match number 1 was won by the Tactical Socks. Match number 2 was won by X3600. Then we had the Troublemakers 2, and now Team Asset. So, will we have a different team win match number 5 as well? Or will match number 5 finally yield to a time winner on today's matches? Because, if we remember correctly, one day of those 4 days we have played already, we had 3 two-time winners with back-to-back in between. First to drop out are Ishas Garadian G's, followed by the players from X3600 and the players from Team Kneck and Malman. Then we have the Troublemakers 2, as well as Grumpy Old Bastards for Sami Gamers, Smashing, and the Norse Navigators. Next up, we have One Foot in the Grave and Valhalla Berserkers, the Troublemakers 3, the Tactical Stocks, Team Asset, and last but not least, Gochok and Los Polos Hermanos. Los Polos Hermanos being the only team dropping to Sosnovka Island fully. Gochok, at least, with Popsicle, decided to visit it briefly, but decided to go for the main island shortly after. We don't have any hot drops. I mean, Janice in school is quite close to Ms. Ramoji over there in Roshok, but that's about it. Urban and Rafi are close to Screamers, who's a bit split from his team, but only to get a car. Circle shifted quite good for all the teams left on the main island, especially who dropped out quite close to the plane pass. And that means, or decided for a more eastern approach. And that means there are only 5, 6, 7 teams who are not in the circle yet, so half of the teams. X3600, Team Kneck and Malman, the Norse Navigators, Tactical Stocks, Los Polos Hermanos, Team Asset, and Gohawk. We're gonna include Troublemakers 3 in the list of teams in the circle, because only Urban so far is not in the circle, and that means 3/4 are in. So I'm gonna let that count. Aside from that, there will not be much happening. Which means we have the chance to switch and check out the... Not sure which that is. Nope, that's not it. That's not it as well. We have the chance to check out our player leaderboards. Should be... Oh, Wait a minute. That's wrong. That's wrong. We do have some time left, so no problem. That should be this here. Go. Wait a second. Why is it invalid admin token? Oh, yeah, I know why. All right. My fault. We don't have it for the day. We only have it in total. So as you can see, not much has happened so far. We're still staying with roofing for the moment. That means I can hop over and show you our current badge holders. Oopsie. That's a big to big. There we go. Currently, our badge holder for the Deadly Dan is Little Cheese. Got 58 kills so far, the kill leader. Then we have Urban with the most assists with 23. That's on all days. 9,421 damage by Little Cheese so far as well. And he also gets these boots were made for walking. 76.93 kilometers walked. Most driven kilometers goes on the account for Easter Place was 167. Then we have Space Shark with the most or longest time survived with 9 hours and 3 seconds so far. Little Cheese also, again, with the most knocks but not kills. So down but not out, 56. Inkhafting with the most boosts with 151. Most headshots by Urban with 20. Then we have Lion Skull with the most heals with 110 heals used. Or heal items used, except for boosts. So bandies and first aids. Not counting the times he healed teammates or such things. Over here we have Silverin driving close to the guys from One Foot in the Grave. And then we have 2 more badges to give away. We have, in my past life, I was a Navy SEAL. John with so far the most kilometers swam, which is 0.13. And last but not least, the most weapons picked up, 250 so far by Urban. Ian driving away here. 2. Silverin already got some damage. I'm not quite sure if Raf has seen him. If he has seen Raf. Oh, beautiful attack. That hurt. Silverin decides to move his car a bit back. Still not a good position for him. Top of the hill decides to move as well. Gets attacked twice. Tian deciding, oh, well, I want to try out the crater. No, you say don't? Alright. Then let's not go for it. We must find out that Troublemakers 2 are in the other complex. You might be in trouble. Crushing into Easter Place. I mean, oh, the buggy is not the best vehicle to drive and try to get away. Especially if your back tire is popped. I mean, he still is able to get away. Don't drive up the hill, man. You'll lose so much speed. But hey, he did survive it. Hands down, no questions asked. Ian has seen Adrian. Has seen Moonskin. Tax 1. Tax 2 and 3. I like how Icebear still sat in the car after crashing into the tree. Tactical stocks move into the circle as well. We have a bit of a clash over range. Question is what the stream is doing. Going for the yellows. Where is he looking, man? Completely focused on his wheel. I mean, instead of moving the camera up a bit so he can see further or more, it's his car interior is more beautiful than where he's driving at or driving to. And I'm on with some shots in the direction of the Grumpy Old Bastard 4. Not quite sure where Dreas is shooting at. Oh, tag from Tigerbone. Just deciding to leave the roof. Question is, what will One Foot in the Grave do now? If they would have gotten the knock, they might have crashed there. Though with the 2-2 split, so the yellows are taken as well. And if they're smart, they let One Foot in the Grave arrive there to get some easy kills. They decide against it though. Circle shift coming in. And it's good for most of the teams. I mean, One Foot in the Grave still has to get in. Valhalla Berserkers, Norse Navigators, and X 2600. Everyone else is already in there. Los Bolos Hermanos moving in the direction of the tactical stocks by Summer Game is smashing. Arik with the knock against Ruffy. Up and over range. Most likely. Already getting help back up. That's in the direction of Team Kneck and Malman. Oh, for WKS, this could be disastrous. Not so close to Team to the Troublemakers too. And Acid on the other side. Dennis with a knock and flush against Lurifex. WK is driving in circles over here. Right, let's go for this crater. Nope. For the crater. Not quite sure where he wants to go. But he's still on his way, and the longer he drives, the higher the chance he might die. We're trying to get to Veggie. Yeah, maybe you should take him with you guys. Just an idea. Well, at least he gets style points for parking. That was smooth. All right. Next circle shift will be coming in. Before that, we don't have any real fight. We might have a fight between One Foot of the Grave and the Wall Berserkers if they would not shoot that early. Eroxy though with the knock against Teal Bomb. Will not be able to get the kill though. Wrong angle, and he's able to crawl down the hill. Nilsson most likely will be able to get the rest in. Circle shifts again. Good circle for Team Asset and the Ishav's Guerrillian OGs, who should maybe regroup and play a 4-4. Empty with the mortar. He was shooting at. The Asset a bit too short. Oh, shoot the first one, wait for it to land, see where it lands, and then shoot again. So you at least know that you're way too short. Tactical Socks going for the recall station. That means Lurifax will be back in the game. Question is, where can he loot? The answer is nobody knows. The North Navigators over here. You have an emergency pickup. The question is, where do you want to go? The answer is most likely Yasnaya Polyana, because that's the only possible free spot. Not quite sure where or at what the players from One Foot of the Grave were shooting. North Navigators coming in. And that might be disastrous. Bro, where are you looking? This is close to him. Crazy is close to him as well. Some Space Shark. Nice spray against Newt. Oh, and now they did regroup here. Okay, with a knock against Janice. That would have been a good nade if it would have been a bit higher. This is though taking some damage. This with a nice spray against Migos. Garland coming in from behind with the BRDM. Oh! And paced with his BRDM for that knock against Craziest. Ah, unfortunate. I mean, the North Navigators are not too happy about that. Kind of saying, all right, well, my life is upside down, but at least I'm still alive. Question is for how long? Because he's not able to get away there. Excel's still trying to get into that area. Let me in there. Is someone in there? If I can't get in, there is someone in there. It's still the most promising situation over here. I'm still waiting in here. No, oh yeah, this thing will blow. Not getting out. Tries a bit, get shot from behind and from the front and from everywhere. Gets a knock in. and gets eliminated. Craziest knocked low. Oh, Ishasgarino G's pushing forwards as well. Rusty Razor with the MG3. And this is the beginning of the end, it seems. This is over with the knock against Migos. Molly might be good. Way too short. And that's it. GG, well played. The North Navigators have been eliminated. Last kill going on the count for Palhol. But here we have our next fight between One Foot in the Grave and Los Polos Hermanos, both with the knock. Oh, nice nade by Kensrut. Sloppy with a knock against Winner 2. Ruvang's nades don't find their goals. Something gonna be smashing with the elimination of the Grumpy Old Bastards 4. Fortunately, we can't show all the fights, even though I would like to. The Thummy Game is smashing are eliminated as well by Team Knack and Moment. Ruvang, the last man standing. Tries to go for it. Not risking that fight, decides to try to get away here. Question is, will he remain alive if he gets somewhere else? Trying to go for this little check here. I mean, he could go for this little dip there. Circle with a good position for Gohok over here. They don't have that much cover, but the circle might shift in their favor. Away from the compounds, and then it would be their game to lose. So, who's still out of the circle? Troublemakers 3. Team Knack and Malman. Over here, the Wallhole Berserkers. Partially Los Polos Hermanos, even though they're now in the circle. Tactics Sox still need to move forwards. Well, it seems that fight is brewing now. Troublemakers 3 did face off against Team Knack and Malman and lost. Ruvang in trouble. Lose his car, will lose his life. Running into the direction of his opponents. Only right on the field. Only good position just directly below Troublemakers 2, who are facing off against Team Acid. Can be the spearhead. That Molly did hurt, at least Screamus. Although he did not get knocked by it, which is baffling me a bit. Well done, Ice Bear. Arex though with the wrong movement, but the right idea. Flash coming in. We're coming in, Adrian trying to go for the rest on Munskin. And he could. Oh no, he's smoking Munskin in. That might work. Probably is way too short. Over with a knock against Little Big on it. Answer it with a kill against Malakongan. Circle shifts again, and meanwhile, Los Polos Hermanos has eliminated the lineup from all Berserkers. Spotted, One Foot in the Grave, eliminated. Ruvang was found by a little cheese. After the Troublemakers 3 did move over here. They were over here. I'm not quite sure. Well, I can stay here so open. Obviously, we still have Kneck and Malmö quite close. We're moving to the back. Says, all right, I'm gonna hold the angle here. As seen, reload Ronnie. Oh, beautiful headshot. Just in the right moment at the right time. So we're in with a knock against Mommy G though. They're in front behind with a knock against Easter Plays and gets a second one. Goes for the flush. It's a second one as well. The Phantom not seeing him through the blue though. Roughly knows where he's at. They're in moving up the hill. The Phantom sees him moving. They're in with the kill against Inca. Against Ibra. And the flush gets knocked though by Newt. Tactical stocks over here. Also not in a good position. Over here they still have Gahok. On the other side they still have the Ishas Guerrero OGs. And over here Los Polos Hermanos has found a BRDM, which is not flipped. They've been eliminated. Little Cheese, the last man standing for the Troublemakers 3. Adrian, the last man standing for the Troublemakers 2. Both most likely will face off against each other. And over here we have Team Acid and Stefanto as the last man standing for Team Kneck and Malmö. All 4 players for Ishas Guerrillian OGs left. Meanwhile, Karoninum with the knock against Loppy Jaris. Knocked by Stefento. And he's eliminated by Spare Acid. Annihilates Team Kneck and Malmö. They still have Adrian quite close to them. And they need to move. Same applies for almost all the teams. Except for the tactical stocks. Adrian sees Little Cheese. Most likely shouldn't know that he's there as well. Did he not see Adrian? Oh, he did. Oh! That headshot. That hurt. That definitely hurt. Definitely hurt Little Cheese's pride. Especially considering that they are both troublemakers. And Adrian has no helmet anymore. Most kills so far by Silverin was 4. Rusty Razor with 827 damage. 50 damage more than Adrian. That might change though. Maybe if Adrian is lucky. Los Polos Hermanos did move forwards. The BRDM. Adrian doing the difference. At least partly. Once to get at least a knock-in, is not able to and is eliminated. Sloppy Jaris with the kill. Somehow. Yes, that's his beast. Now Los Polos Hermanos is fighting at 2 fronts. It's Ishaf's Guerrillian OGs. And the MG3 is no match for the barrel. I spell now the last remaining player for Team Acid. Los Polos Hermanos with 10 kills. And Gohok takes out the tactical stocks. Which leaves us with 4 teams. And not that many players. 4 players left for Los Polos Hermanos. It's their match to lose, apparently. Same can be applied for Gohok with 3. One player each for the Norgesligaen OGs, and Icebear is last man standing for Team Acid. And Newt is eliminated. Mjansrud with the next kill for Los Polos Hermanos. That marks their 11th kill. And they still have their BRDM. But they still know that Icebear is close. Mjansrud running. Note that he has to move though. Nice to stay silent. I get a subpoena there. I mean, his best option would be that Los Polos Hermanos decides to fully breach the Hawk. How lucky can you be, man? No one is looking in this direction. Lopichar is all the way over there. He is focusing on looting. Lopichar is just crawling forwards. Has seen Popsicle. Asper didn't make it to semi-safety. Mr. Cansrud. If he would know that Icebear is so close to him, he would freak out. He would definitely freak out. Mjansrud and Skogtrim moving over here, trying to get an angle in against the Hawk, and they are, well, not in the best position. Way too open. They did see Sloppy Chariso and that molly, and the second molly hits perfectly. Popsicle with the push. Well, shot's not aimed quite good. Oh, Sloppy Charis goes down still though. Flush confirmed. He's coming out. That one is good against Popsicle, completely annihilating his cover. Asper just proning behind the cover. Who? I saw the damage marker. Why was there no damage? Oh, that nade is perfect. No chance for Popsicle. Karolinum now the last man standing for the Hawk. Jansrud at least knows where he's supposed to shoot. And now it's one man standing. And Los Polos Hermanos still wins this. Mjansrud for the win. GG well played. 15 kills for them. 2005 damage though for Norgesligaen OGs. And 9 assists for Los Polos Hermanos as well. With that, we'll hop over for a quick break before we return with the last match of the evening, match number 6, also on Erangel. And we are back with the updated leaderboard. 221 points now for the Troublemaker 3. But we have a tie on rank 2 and 3 with 174 points for Gohok and the Troublemakers 2. Unfortunately for the Troublemakers 2, though, more placement points for Gohok. Then 161 points for Los Polos Hermanos, 157 for X3600, 153 for Team Knecken Malmen, 144 for Team Asset, and 131 for the Tactical Stocks. On rank number 9, we have One Foot in the Grave with 114. Ishas Guerrillian OGs, North Navigators, and Sammy Gamers Smashing finally made it over the threshold of 90 points from Bajan Orangat from the first game day, with 107, 105, and 94 points. Still behind, we have Valhalla Berserkers and Grumpy Old Bastards 4 with 79 and 47 points. And with that, we will hop into match number 6. Like I said, unfortunately, the last match of the map of the match. And yeah, the playing pass leaves something open to be desired. As you can see, we don't have that much space for the teams because everything above mentioned, Pachinki is barely reachable, Quarry is barely reachable, and most likely a few teams might drop to the Snovka Island. We'll see if that happens or not, because this is match number 6 of the Norgesligaen Div 4, and everything can happen here. Let's head off with the plane and Isha's Guerrillian OG's Migos. Let's see where his amigos will drop. First to drop out are Los Polos Hermanos and Troublemakers 2. Next up, we have Gohok. At least with Grönland. And then a lot of the teams are dropping out. With Sammy Game is smashing, One Foot in the Grave, Acid, and the Troublemakers 3 as well. As the North Navigators going for Nova Repnoi. Then we have the Grumpy Old Bastard Ishaf's Guerrillian OGs going for Sosnovka Island. Same for Team Knecken Malmen. Tactical Stocks going for the Ferry Pier. And over here we have a slight hot drop between Valhalla Berserkers and... oh, there they are. X3600 going for the Hot Drop City. If you drop Pochinki, you might die. But that only applies if you reach Pochinki. And that's a big question mark at the moment. If they will reach Pochinki or if they will die trying. At the moment, fastest shoot by Roxy. And this one like getting a bit further. There as well. And this most likely will be our hot drop of the day. In the swindle already with the trotty in hand. Malakongan going for the best possible solution and taking the car. Roxy already pushing forwards. Has an S12K in hand. No vest though. For Haba at least with a vest and a helmet. In the swindler up here with the S1897 compact shotgun. Roxy already close to his building. Going for the other side now. This will be a range fight. Let's go over here. Currently looting. Decides, well, do I need the extended quick? Or should I take something else? And the Berserkers say, alright. No joy in dying first in a match like this. In the last match of the day. So let's get to safety somewhere else. And they decide to get out of Pochinki quickly. Circle has shifted in favor of the main island, even though the flight path was more in favor of Sosnovka Island and a military circle, but, well, can't happen every time. So the Grumpy Old Bastards, Ishaft Guerrillian OGs, North Navigators Team Kneck and Malman and the Trouble Seekers. I want to say no. It's the Tactical Stocks, which are Trouble Seekers at the moment in Ferry Pier or New Ferry Pier over here. Are searching for a spot in the circle. So let's see if they will find one. At the moment there is less movement. Let's see where the Valhalla Berserkers want to go. After they did not get their loot spot in Pachinki. At least they survived this with all 4 players. That's at least something you can be proud of. Even though if you dodge that fight, but at least you live to fight another day. Or at least another minute, because this game is not in days, but measured in minutes. Back we can see Team Asset. Currently on the dirt road over here. Close to the farm. There's Silverin. Oh, he's close to him. Do we see a drive-by? Nope. Silverin says, alright, I'm gonna stay here. I mean, it is looted. And now on the other side. I didn't loot on it. Not sure why they are gathering around the Lucha recall station. The same might not apply for the Grumpy Old Bastards 4. Because, as we can see, Thirst going down here. And Little Cheese has seen him. Oh, first text. Searching for more. There's none more. Question is, are you going to try to go for the drive-by? Or are you staying there? The answer is the latter. There's only with the MP5K searching the other compound if there's someone there maybe. The answer might surprise him because it is yes. And there's a red zone now directly above him, which is not looking too good for him. Arriving in the compound at his teammates, but now he's directly in the middle of the red zone. Airdrop close to Los Polos Hermanos. Oh, Hannah going for the pickup. With the bike, I'm not quite sure if that is a wise idea. I mean, it's the fastest vehicle to get out of the red zone. And they're lucky. They are lucky. They get alive. They get out of the red zone alive. Tax, and that's the knock against Popsicle, who just finally found the lungs in the airdrop. Didn't even have time to grab the helmet and the vest. Ordinum says, well, you mess with the W, you get the horns. You wanted to go for the airdrop, that's your own fault. Not quite sure where Troublemakers 2 are shooting. Or at what they are shooting. They're shooting all the way over here in the direction of Winnie 2. Have not made a dent yet, though. Chancellor with the first kill. saw that barely a few seconds ago. Against Popsicle. And the North Navigator say, alright. In Germany we would say, eine Bootfahrt, die ist lustig, eine Bootfahrt, die ist schön. Which would roughly translate, boat ride is cute, boat ride is beautiful. A boat ride is funny. Or, yeah, funny would be the best translation, I guess. Happy. I don't know. It doesn't matter though, because the boat ride is over. I landed on the beach and are now searching for a car. At least they're in the circle yet. Which cannot be said about others. Next circle shift coming in. And those is for all the teams who are afraid of the West. And quite central for the lineup from Gohok. Finally was the knock against Tigerbalm. Already back on his feet though. Don't know where is Carolinum saying, alright, I'm going to shoot in the air. Like I just don't care. Maybe I'll scare some opponents. Maybe not. Answered has the Dragunov in hand. And that thing hurts way more than a mini hurts. At least if you hit it. Even though that might not be applied when I have the Dragunov in hand, because my opponents knock me with a mini with 2 shots, and meanwhile I don't hit anything. And we have our next breach over here. Team Assets against Team Kneck and Malman. Gohok against the Troublemaker 3. Quite sure what Carolinum's trying. Yeah. And little She's did see him. There's Gronin finally on the other side. Reyes gets knocked as well, but just leaves Gronin, and who says, alright. I just arrived. I guess I'm gonna leave. Takes his Porsche and says, alright, I'm gonna go to the other side. Meanwhile, there is a lot of carnage going on everywhere. Tactical stocks facing off against Valhalla Berserkers. Team Asset against the Grumpy Old Bastards. Summer Game is smashing against One Foot in the Grave. Oh, perfect, Nate. Tigerbomb knocked Nilsson flushed finally. At least one more kill for Summer Game is smashing. Janice needs to heal. Moving now the last remaining player for One Foot in the Grave as well. And Team Asset might have found their match in Steos, Matzi, and Miss Ramoji. Double flash that just leaves Screamis and Stian. WKS knocked from above. Knock. Scream is now the last man standing. Can he go for the race? Nope. Trying to get away with the bicycle. Or with the bike. Should have at least had the time to grab the blue chip. And should be able to get it. Get the revive in. And he's over here moving away, saying, alright, I don't want to play with the troublemakers too. Oh, knocked by Roxy. Oh, Veggie with a beautiful knock against Barhaba, but gets knocked by the Nate. I mean, that was just on place. Glorifax is eliminated. Roxy just circling around with a spray, and that's it. GG, well played. Well played. Tactical stocks are eliminated on ring 14. Rusty Ray's over here. Most likely has not seen the P90 in the airdrop, or not seen the airdrop yet. Might change. That's coming in from Adrian in the direction of the North Navigators. This is. And Axel. Not able to get a knock though. And Janice has found Roofing. Flash in the direction of Tiger Bomb. Trying to go all the rest. Come on, Janice, push it. Push it, push it. Push it real good. No! Tiger Bomb eliminates Samigami smashing on rank 13. We're on phase 3. Almost closing into phase 4, so Roofing might be back on his feet. Question is it enough to heal against the circle? Needs bandage first. Circle connects. Well, that should be barely enough. Just 1 HP. You saw it ticking. Being back in the match. Trying to go for his loot. He's a grumpy old bastard just below him. And says, no, thank you. Question is, where does he want to go? Here? There's no loot here. I mean, there is a backpack and a level 2 vest here and a mini. But that's about it. Maybe Screamers can pack some stuff. I wanted to say into the UAZ, but that's blown. He still should have his bike somewhere. Not sure where he did park that though. From the last remaining player, Foggerhawk. Double now with the most damage and kills. Together with Marty. Kills together with Marty, but not the same amount of damage. 346 damage taken from Milakongan. Champion pass now with some brace in the direction of Isha's Gorino. Geez, and a beautiful beautiful knock by Hannah. Isha's Gorino, geez, say, alright, so let's play the Autumn Tree. Peace with a knock against Munskin. Troublemakers 3 against Troublemakers 2. Oh, and the next team is dropping in Los Polos Hermanos. Alright, let's join in the fun. Oh, that mate. Was a bit too far. Los Polos Hermanos taking down Little Cheese and Reload Ronnie. And Irek is completely surprised by that. And gets eliminated. And therefore, Los Polos Hermanos takes over the second mansion. Vince's craziest. Ronald still in his little garage. Next circle shift coming in. X3600 should move. Circle shifts in favor of the Autumn Tree and Grunland. I mean, especially considering that Newt is playing over here for Ishif's Guerrillian OGs. Quite close to... Yo, X3600. What's going on with you guys? I mean, don't you want to survive? Oh, this is phase 5. Oh, they heard him. Coming in from behind, Melakongan gets knocked, but Roxy gets the kill against Sergeant Killerhead. Still, Melakongan will go down. No chance in saving. Oh, Roxy might die as well. Sergeant Killerhead gets the kill against Melakongan, so one more kill for X3600. Thomas and Roxy moving. Building a little car wall. Meanwhile, Troublemakers 3 against Los Polos Hermanos. Nothing, nothing shit. Team Knacker moment eliminated. Easter Place was spotted by Space Shark. Ruffy trying to survive this. And is eliminated by Axel. The Los Polos Hermanos and the Norse Navigators are now fighting for the entry into the circle. Ronan still alive, still kicking, still chilling. Airdrop close to him with the farmers. Over here we still have the grumpy old bastards. And over here, Ishaf's Guerrillian OGs. 2-1 split. Over here. Close to him, we have Roving and Tiger Bomb. I'm still not sure why he smoked his car, because I mean, his teammates are up on the hill. Well, Berserkers are eliminated. They tried to push against Los Polos Hermanos, and I'm not sure why. This compound is not in the circle. Why is no one pushing against Grönland? While Stian, unfortunately, was eliminated by the Grumpy Old Bastards. Norse Navigators moving over here. I mean, that's not in the circle as well. What are you guys doing? Seriously. I mean, they even did pick an emergency pickup. And they need to move through the... Oh my god. Oh, they did remodel it. I haven't been here in a long time, though. And the blue zone is already here, so... No chance at all. You have to get out there. And your car's in the way. So. One foot in the grave is above them. Norgesligaen and OGs now back together. And Grönland's still sitting there, waiting, chilling. Nobody knows that there's no one in there. Los Amano says, alright, let's move to the right. Let's join the fight between One Foot in the Grave and the North Navigators. I mean, it's a life choice. Quite sure where Skogström was aiming that shot. He's Tiger Bomb. Ruvang spotted as well by Sloppy Jaris. Los Polos Hermanos with a 9th kill. But still, the North Navigators are still below them. And they don't have a chance. They need to move. Not quite sure what Axel's doing. Blue zone 8, that should be it. That was a well-placed blue zone 8. And Jansrud, well, it's he left than me. Gets next knock, Sloppy Jaris. And now it's only one left. Space Shark against Los Polos Hermanos. Gets the first one, gets the second one. And Sloppy Jaris, though, finishes him. And that's it. Los Polos Hermanos, 13 kills. But there's only one left. Meanwhile, Grönland still staying in his little cozy garage and says, I don't need to fight anyone. Nice nade in direction of Norgesligaen OGs. That should be the win for the Grumpy Old Bastards 4. And now with the knock against Migos, who just got back up. Oh. Big on net, almost knocked there. Sloppy Jaris might find an airdrop. Just right below it. The eyes from the sides. That's alright. If I don't get a knock with the first ammo, I'm gonna just shoot more. And that's it. Norgesligaen OGs have been eliminated. It's a 1 against 4. Sloppy Jaris, Grönland against the Grumpy Old Bastards, who finally have found their 10th kill. This Ramoji, the only one without kills so far. But that might change. We still have 2 opponents. The Sloppy Jaris and Grönland. And an airdrop for Hannah. Oh, that might be a kill for Sloppy. MG3 for Hannah. Oh, Miss Ramoji crawling forwards. Who's seeing who first? Oh, Miss Ramoji, no! Unfortunate. Oh, Grönland did move. Grönland had moved. Oh, that's big. That's big. It's a Grumpy Old Bastards force match to lose. But with that position by Grönland, I mean, he only has an M16 as sniper, but he has the farmers now. Oh, and another knock. And now it's Grönland's against 2. He needs to move fast. He needs to move very fast. I mean, the rest will go through. Hassan just below him. Nate in hand. And then Nate. That's perfect. Not as perfect as I thought it would be. good enough. So it's going down. Matty spotted. Oh, goes down as well. And now it's Gronland's match. Needs to flash. Hannah coming in from the side. Has not seen anything. Gronland sees her first and... No! Hannah was the winner with a chicken dinner and the last life point. Holy smokes, what an intense finish. 14 kills for Los Polos Hermanos though, with 1,569 damage and 8 assists for the Grumpy Old Bastards 4. Holy smokes, that was a finish. That was intense. So, nonetheless, we still have the updated leaderboard to come to. At the moment though, that means we have at least something which is the semi-calculated leaderboard from me. This is day number 4. Want the overall one. There we go. So, we have 12 kills for the Grumpy Old Bastards 4 with 10 placement points. Means 22 points additionally to their 47 points. That's their chicken dinner today. Means 69 points in total for them. Gohok with 3 points plus the additional 6 placement points means 9 points. They had 174 prior, means they have 183. Then we have Los Polos Hermanos with 14 kills and 5 placement points means 19 points additionally to their 161 means 180 for them. Ishav's Garelian OGs, no kills, but at least 4 placement points means they have now 111 points in total. You have to get everyone a drink, guys. I'm not making the rules. Then we have 4 points for kills and 3 points for placement for the Norse Navigators. 7 points in total to their 105. So they have 112, just barely taken over 10th place from the Ishav's Garelian OGs. 1 foot in the grave with 3 kills and 2 placement points means 5 additionally to their 140 means 119. Then we have Asset with 3 kills and 1 placement point means 4. So they have 148 points. The Volhalberthurkers take 5 points for kills and 1 for placement means 6. Additionally to their 79 means 85 in total. Then we have the Troublemakers 3 with 5 kills. No placement points for them, unfortunately, means 226 points. I mean, I would have been way more happy if they would have 222 points. So, we'll see. Team Knacker Moment with 0 points. Won't change anything for them. They had 153 prior. X3600 was 1 point. Plus their additional 157 means 158. The Troublemakers 2 without points as well. So, 174 will stay their result for today. Summer Game is smashing with 2 points, plus their additionally 94 means 96 points, and the Tactical Stocks take no points home. Those will stay at 131 points. And with that, hopefully, our leaderboard will be up to date. Let's see if that applies. That looks good. So we'll hop over to our leaderboard scene. Oops, that's me. 226 for the Troublemakers 3. Then 183 for Gohok. Then we have 180 for Los Polos Hermanos. 174 for the Troublemakers 2. 158 for Axe 3600. 153 for Team Kneck and Malman. 148 for Asset on Ring 7. And last but not least in the top 8, the Tactical Stocks was 131 points. On rank 9, we have 1 foot in the grave was 119 points. The Norse Navigators won 112. 111, 1 point less for the Ishav's Garelian OGs, like I said. Then we have 96 points for Summer Game smashing, 90 points for Bajon Orangat, 85 for the Volhalberthurkers, and 69 for the Grumpy Old Bastards 4. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this match day is over. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see each other again in 3 weeks. That should be the 13th of April, because the next 2 weeks, there's unfortunately, due to Easter week, I guess, no Norgesligaen. So, unfortunately, maybe I'll show you something else. Maybe we'll have other matches. We'll see. Nonetheless, it was a pleasure for me to host this and had a ton of fun, and hope you had some fun as well. And I see you again next time when we are live with the Norgesligaen Div 4. I will rate you over to someone else, depending on who's still live after this, so stay tuned. Until next time.